Nigeria Info PH. We're live on YouTube, Nigeria Info PH, and we are active on X, Nigeria Info PH. You can follow me on my personal social media, even though I have been absent for a while. Yeah. Life's taking its toll. Anyway, Trace, I've been absent, but you can still follow me. Dekalada, TheKalada. So let's not waste any time and go straight into the nitty-gritty, the meat of our conversation, the crux of the matter. And what do I have for you? Big stories. Number one big story. I received the news not too long ago. I saw it on the Daily Post newspaper just to confirm that a court in Rivers State, I believe, has now restrained the APC from conducting congresses in Rivers. Now, I should say, the political drama is unending. It feels like, I'm trying to remember this soap opera I watched growing up as a child. I'm trying to remember it now. It's not coming to. Is it The Rich Also Cry? I think one of them. And, that soap opera, seemingly, while I was growing up, felt like it would never end. And that is what the Rivers State political drama is looking like. It's looking like it would never end. Every day it takes a new dimension. It takes a new structure. If we're not arguing impeachment, we're arguing who's the authentic House of Assembly speaker, or we are arguing what party is what. And right now in this state, both the PDP and the APC are, immersed in what they call it now, a political crisis. Right now, it's the APC. The argument between Tony Okocha and Emeka Beke factions, one recognized by the law, the other backed by the National Working Committee. It's really getting interesting. However, some gentlemen have gone to court on behalf of themselves and on behalf of members of the executive here in Rivers State, saying that there would be no congresses as scheduled for, is it October? Let's read from the Daily Post now. A Rivers State High Court sitting in Port Harcourt has granted an ex-party order restraining the national leadership of the All Progressives Congress led by Abdullahi Umar Ganduje and the Secretary Surajuddin Ajibola Bashiru from proceeding with the planned ward, local government and state congresses scheduled for October 11, 16 and 26, 2024. The lawsuit filed by Peter Chukwuma on behalf, Peter or Chukwu, I beg your pardon, and Ija Indidi Chukwuma on behalf of themselves and all elected executive members of the APC in the state, also named the APC, the Inspector General of Police, the Nigeria Police, and the Independent National Electoral Commission as defendants. All right, it's really interesting. Really interesting. I'd like to get your thoughts on that one. Remember, yesterday I was speaking with Darlington Uwaju and we spoke briefly, and I asked him the question about Tony Okocha being backed by the National Working Committee, and also we got to hear the reports about Tony Okocha being the one in charge of conducting the congresses in Rivers State. So what does this mean? What does this mean for the APC in the state? Because if there are no congresses, it means there would be no new executive members. What happens if there is the expiration of the time of the current ones? It's really interesting how it plays out. I do believe somewhere in my soul that it has everything to do with the political drama in Rivers State. It has everything to do with the fight for the political might in Rivers State. All right, moving on. We still have political party issues to talk about. This time it's the PDP. Just like the FCT minister, was having the media parley, or just like he had the media parley yesterday. Umar Damagum, the national chairman, acting national chairman of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), was also in the news or in the media, and he was in the media for similar reasons, just like Yeson Wike. Now, Damagum, talked about the PDP and the crisis in the PDP and said nobody will intimidate him out of the party. He said what he is doing and what he has done is in accordance with the PDP constitution, and he will not be bullied. And as a matter of fact, he has become so popular that he's thinking of vying for the office of the president in the year 2027. However, that's not my focus. My focus is on the 27. I love to call them the 27. I'm talking about Martin Amaewhule and others who make up a faction of the House of Assembly in Rivers. By law, we're not supposed to have factions, but once again, welcome to the political drama in Rivers State. Okay, so the court cases, the plethora of court cases as it relates to the House of Assembly in Rivers, it of course has been one major discourse on the show, and also has been one major problem of the PDP. Now, you must have heard on several occasions Imo Ikenga Ugochiri complain about the fact that the PDP is looking at opening a back door for the 27. And at first we were arguing, did they defect or did they not defect? We saw affidavits deposed by some of the alleged defectors. However, I tried to bring it your way, and I was accused at the time of being partisan, of being biased, but I was trying to show you how these individuals were now arguing, because I do remember the courts that mentioned its lack of jurisdiction, but when I had to talk about the main or substantive issue, talked about how the PDP had argued in favor of the 27, saying they were still members of the party. And I think when there was a case, I can't remember which one specifically, but it went to a court of appeal. And while it was at the appeal, I think it's still at the appeal, the National Legal Advisor had advised or made the move to remove itself from the suit, so that it doesn't favor the 27. But the national chairman and the national secretary decided to sign and say, hey, we're going to continue with the suit, seemingly in favor of the 27. But when I do come back from the commercial that I'm about to go for, I'll tell you more about the story, and then after that I'll get your views. Just stay with me. I'll be right back. All right, so do remember that I beg to differ is the reason why we are having an abridged version of hard facts today. All right, so you get to listen to this very wonderful youngsters, I should say, I call them that, right? You get to listen to these youngsters who argue on certain, very certain pertinent issues that we are having in the country and in the world at large. So you get to learn a thing or two. Yes, I've been learning a thing or two from the research done by these young ones, I should say once again. Anyways, back to what I was telling you before the commercial. If you're just joining us, you're welcome. You're listening to Hard Facts in 92.3 Nigerian Food. You're talking news, sports, radio station. We're live on Facebook, on YouTube, and we are active X. All three platforms have the same handle, Nigerian for PH. You could also follow me on mine. Dekalada, I beg your pardon, Thekalada. So I was talking about my second big story, and it has to do with the PDP and what the acting national chairman of the PDP said about the 27 embattled lawmakers in Rivers State. And he said the reason why the PDP, or why the national secretary and himself signed to continue, the case, or seemingly took a step in favor of the 27, is because everybody came together, the National Working Committee, and agreed on it. And it is only the chairman and the secretary that is allowed by the Constitution to sign on any document before it becomes, a legal document from the PDP. And so he was saying it was only a vessel to express the thoughts and opinions of the National Working Committee, not because he has any hidden agenda or because he has any hidden motive. And he said the opinion and the thought emanated or emerged after Tommy Kimmy, who's heading the reconciliation of aggrieved members of the party, came up with that, that opinion. So yeah, that's that. What are your thoughts? I'd like to hear from you. Because it seemingly means for me that if indeed the PDP are embracing the 27, it changes the dynamics of the political drama and the trajectory, the movie was traveling in. Anyways, back to listing my big stories. Number 3 big story is about Petrol. And for me, I think it's the most important big story of all, because Petrol is very, very instrumental to how almost, if not all things in the country operate, maybe even around the world. You're talking about generating sets, that's, you call them generators. You need petrol or diesel. I'm talking about transportation, you need petrol or diesel. And guess what? Businesses, homes, offices, schools, hospitals are all tied to, these things that I've mentioned: transportation and power. Power is epileptic when we depend on what's it called now? The power providers, people who provide electricity for us, they give us epileptic power supply. And so we have to provide for ourselves. All of these things, make the cost of living seemingly very high. And we are finding it difficult to get by. Many of us, we can afford, our daily existence anymore. And while we are thinking which way forward, one of the key requests by protesters from the August the 1st protest, or the End Bad Governance protest, was that there should be a reversal of the subsidy removal. Now, I did see some report, I've not been able to verify, so I'm not going to mention it. I did see some report talking about whether subsidy is returned, officially by the president or not. However, the report I'm just getting is that marketers, are now getting the product at 780 naira. You know how it works? The ships will come after, importing petrol and diesel, and when they come, they pay landing cost and all of that, and then it gets to either the depot operators, or is it ex-depot they call them, and then it gets to the market. Sometimes some marketers get directly from the shipments, right? But we are being told, I'm seeing a report that the market is getting it at 780 naira. What that means is it is likely to cost you and I about 1,000 plus naira if subsidy is not paid. Because they were getting, marketers were getting it at 581, if my memory serves me right, and now it's about 30% increase to 780 naira per litre. My scary picture being painted by that report. Really scary indeed. Transportation is likely to go up. Almost everything, cost of things, because of, once again, some of these businesses run on petrol. All of those things are likely to become more expensive. Now, the leadership newspaper is also reporting that kerosene is now selling for 2,400 naira per litre. This is where we find ourselves as a country, and I'd like to get your thoughts. I'd like to get your views on this issue. But quickly, I'm going to read from the Tribune newspaper just a little bit of the article, because I understand time is fast spent. This says the ongoing fuel scarcity in Lagos, Ogun, and other states worsened yesterday as independent marketers began purchasing the product from private depots at 780 naira per litre, up from, okay, I got my figures wrong, so I'm correcting it now, up from 595 naira per litre, a 31% increase. Now, according to Chief Chinedu Ukadike, Public Relations Officer of the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, IPMAN, the price hike reflects the current demand and supply dynamics in the domestic market. Anyways, I'd like to get your thoughts. I'm not going to say more than that. You've just heard what I read from the Tribune newspaper. I think it's also carried, it's a story carried by the Vanguard newspaper, so you can cross-check that story there. If in Lagos they're buying at 780 naira per litre, the private depot, I'm wondering how much it would be sold here in Rivers State as it relates to, marketers buying from private depots. My goodness. I mean, Festus Osifo, the TUC boss, was talking. I think he talked with the media, and he mentioned the fact that we will continue to have all of these problems, all of these queues, if the government does not do the needful, which is, change the supply chain, the logic, because they always tell us logistics issues, right? Anyways, I'm going to the phone lines now. I'd like to get your thoughts. I'd like to hear from you, because that's what makes it a robust conversation, when you tell me your reactions. You tell me all about your reactions to, some of the issues I reel out or I raise on the show. 0817 923 0002, 0817 923 0003, and 0817 923 0007. These are the call numbers. Call the studio right now, drop your name, drop your location, and I would listen to your contribution. I've got WhatsApp, just in case you want to send me a WhatsApp message. Text, please, 0809 0306 and yes, that is the WhatsApp number. But let's quickly take a look at Facebook, and let's see what we have on Facebook there. Just give me a minute. I have to reload now. On Facebook, I got a few messages there, a few views as well. This one is from Lawrence Chinedu and says President Tinubu is busy traveling and Nigerians are suffering. And this one says, what bars APC from conducting Congress in Rivers State? All these I no go agree happening in all the political parties. When would it come to an end? Does it mean that party constitution is no longer working? Since the emergence of the Magam as PDP acting national chairman, PDP has failed to drink water and dropped the cup. Thank God Ability at Twiggle with that one. Do I have calls now? Let's see. I've got Gift from Yanegwa and Robin from Eche. Let's start with Gift. Gift, welcome. What is on your mind?
Good afternoon, man of the people.
Yeah, good afternoon, Gift. Welcome on the show. Quickly.
Let me start with the APC. Someone going to court.
You have 1 minute 30 seconds. 1 minute 30 seconds. So go ahead.
Yes. Within my own time, I will talk about two things. Let me tell that person. Already the timetable is out, so you cannot even do otherwise. That is the truth. They should just relax. They will see it with their eyes. That very process will kickstart October. I'm giving them that assurance. Then let me address the one of Damagu. Damagu is very right. People who are trying to fight Damagu or to say Damagu should go, it is only through convention that Damagu will go. And we will continue to support those 27 lawmakers because it is not easy for you to produce one lawmaker in any state. All the people who are making noise, ask them, Canada, if they have succeeded in bringing even a councillor in their states. They are just making noise. So let me stop here.
All right.
Damagu is very right.
All right. Thank you very much. I've got Robin from Eche.
Canada. Good afternoon.
Yeah, Robin, welcome. Let's get your thoughts, please. Your time starts now.
Today, we have had another court order in Rivers State. Now, Rivers State and Abuja are competing. Court, that is High Court, that I know elementarily that State High Court, Federal High Court are all courts of coordinate jurisdiction. But they are teaching us a new level. No problem, they should continue.
All right.
On the issue of fuel, Canada, we started last December, and I'm one of those who told you that the refinery in Port Harcourt will not work as promised by the president. I'm talking about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I told you I never believed in him. And this is August. We are going to September. You can imagine how much we are buying fuel. And this man is busy. As Minister of Petroleum has refused to talk to Nigerians about oil and gas. He's telling about CNG. Let's watch.
All right.
Good afternoon, Robin Maja, the farmer.
Robin Maja, the farmer, thank you very much. Keep those calls coming in. This one says, greetings, Canada. The bride of democracy is in the upholding of the rule of law. For some of us, we are very happy that the APC, spearheaded by its national chairman and their Rivers collaborators, are heading for another self-destructive mission. The only sad thing is that by the exalted offices they occupy, one would have expected them to know and act better. One sincerely hopes that in their traditional disregard for court orders, they wouldn't continue in that trajectory and turn a new leaf. Godwin from Chinda. And this one says, Mr. Canada, I greet you. If marketers are loading petrol at a rate of 718 naira, how much are they going to sell to innocent Nigerians? These rulers at the corridors of power, I don't really care about the masses. Thank you, Anna. Anna, thank you very much as well. Let's see, look at this one. This one says, Hector, Chief K, as far as I'm concerned, the current PDP has no place as a opposition party in Nigeria under the leadership of the Magam. The PDP has been sold out to the APC, all for the interest of one minister with so much money to dish out. I bet you the PDP will regret all their actions against Rivers State Governor and Rivers people because of the FCT minister from Hector. And it's really interesting, Hector just reminded me, because a couple of days ago, about 2 days ago, the governor was speaking, and the governor was, saying he remains in the PDP. And I mean, it is clear that he's still in the PDP because members of the BOT, Wagbara, some other people came visiting the government house, the brick house. But let's look at this one. This one says, if the 27 lawmakers are allowed to come back through the back door, I wouldn't be surprised at all. It is all politics of interest, devoid of morals and values, unlike what is obtained in Senate climes. Talking of fuel, I'm surprised that nobody's even talking about kerosene and cooking gas. Kalada, do you know I bought a litre of kerosene last night for 2,000 naira? OMG. Which way Nigeria? Simply goodness from Alakai. Not simply goodness, I just mentioned. I am even shocked you bought at 2,000 naira, because what I do have before me, as published on the leadership, or is it in the leadership newspaper, kerosene is selling for 2,400 naira per litre. All right, as I'm waiting for the call screener to screen your calls, and then once your calls are screened, I take down your contributions. This says, greetings, Canada. In the petroleum sector, there are a lot of lies. The APC government have decided to make us slaves in our father's land. Too bad that up till now, and over a year, Dangote's refinery was commissioned. We can't even get fuel at a cheaper rate. Very unfortunate. Nicholas Erasmus. By the way, just to add, ASU is insisting that it would it will, I don't know which is correct now, but it's talking about strike, insisting on striking. I remember they came out and argued over the weekend that the federal government, has failed to meet the demands, that they have made and negotiated about, for many years now. And so they are going on strike. But the minister, I think, came out and said they're doing everything to stop the strike, but ASU, not INEC now, ASU is insisting that they will go on strike. Ilumba from Artillery. Ilumba, welcome. What is on your mind? I would like to share your thoughts. All right, tell me.
Canada, here you say that a bottle of kerosene is 2,500, 1 litre.
No, it's 2,400. That's what I'm seeing as published.
Did you see? That day they were doing election, I called this radio station and complained that what I saw people are doing did not resemble election. For you people, you are surprised. Me, I'm not surprised. What a man sow, it's what he will reap. Those who carry election that will vote in River State and change it, let them come and see their fruit. If you happy, it's converted. And this is just a beginning. It's going to happen more. Anybody who knows what they go feed you, may do. God bless you, Canada.
All right, thank you, Ilumba. Thank you for your thoughts. Keep those calls coming in. Clef Austin says, looking at how much we're buying PMS today, it is clear indication that no hope for Nigeria at the moment. Refinery working is nothing but a joke. Clef Austin Rodriguez. I did see a publication. I can't remember where. I read a lot of publications, so I can come on the show and give you some good facts, right? And I did see somewhere, now I just can't remember, so I don't know if my referencing will work properly, but I did see somewhere, where they talked about the refinery working sometime in September. 92.3 Nigeria Info, what's your name? Where are you calling in from?
Good afternoon, Kalada.
Yeah, good afternoon. Tell me your name, please.
Obed Chima.
All right, Obed Chima, welcome. All right, welcome, Obed.
Kalada. Why is it that nobody is talking to Nigeria on the current situation right now, on this very field? Right now, I'm inside on the queue, the fuel station right now.
Okay.
I think they're talking around 950 naira, but I can see here right now.
950 naira. What filling station is that?
At the Stadium Road.
Okay. Which one is it? The one at Elekaya, or the one close to Air Force?
The one close to Air Force.
Okay. All right.
You understand? So that is the situation right here. Canada, can't our refinery work? I mean, is there any vote or agreement our leader enter into by the colonial master that our refinery shouldn't work? Or is it the fact that politicians own most of the tank farms by scattered all over the country? Maybe probably our refinery come on stream, there may be no need of those tank farms. What is the problem that is holding this refinery to come on train. And nobody's saying anything. They are paying subsidy. So why are we buying steel at this very rate? If you say according to them, they say it's no longer so, it's under recovery. So if they are truly under recovery, why are we buying petrol at this very rate? I sense that another protest is coming right now as I'm talking to you, because this must not continue like this. This country belongs to everybody.
All right.
You understand?
All right.
APC administration are so inefficient in this leadership. And for those who went and carried ballot box to be able to offset the disaster we are suffering today, I hope they are buying your petrol 200 naira.
All right, thank you, Obed.
I hope they are buying petrol for 200 naira. It's a shame and disgrace, I tell you.
All right, thank you, Obed. I've got to move on now. I've got another caller here, 92.3 Nigeria Info. Your name, your location, your contribution.
Yeah, Mr. Petrol, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
My name is Frank, calling from D-Line.
All right, Frank from D-Line, welcome.
Yeah, let me react on the Demagu issue.
All right.
What Demagu has just said is correct, because Demagu can be removed by a national convention when they conduct convention by all 36 states and federal capital. So it's not by only individual who call to say Demagu should leave the seat. I have not seen anything Demagu have done wrong that would ask them to say Demagu should leave the seat. Then for the APC, I don't know whether this sort of a thing. I think those people that say they are on guard, why are they afraid of the Congress? They should have waited and allow and watch what will happen. If they are on guard, there's no need of going to court to stop.
Frank is running away from the question. So is it because I am on ground I would allow someone, to what's the word now? To conduct a very unfair election because I'm on ground? I don't know if that works, right? Let's see. This one says, good day, Mr. Kebatibo. The expert order restraining APC National Executive Committee not to conduct party primaries. This is not party primaries now, Congress as you meant. This is a step in the right direction. The acting PDP national chairman and the secretary supporting the defected 27 lawmakers does not mean they did not defect on the floor of the Rivers State Assembly chambers and came out and waved the APC flags openly. The acting chairman, the Magam, and secretary supporting 27 lawmakers do not hold water in the eye of the law. I want to say what they were saying is they did not support. What the decision was a party decision, not their personal decisions. All right, now let's see what Newton Ikira is saying. Petrol situation may worsen as marketers load at 780 naira per litre. Nigerians don't deserve this at all. This is why we must come all out on October the 1st to make a strong statement. I have never seen such a bunch of insensitive rulers. No power supply, petrol prices soaring like eagles, yet someone prizes himself as president of Nigeria. Title will never end. And that's what happens when you grab, snatch, and run away with other people's mandates. Newton Ikire, we're way past the elections now, right? Okay, let's look at this one. Thank God, Man of the People Audio Refinery. Thank God ability to agree with that one. All right, you think it is? I've got Emeka from Elele Alimini. Let's take a listen to what he has to say. Emeka, welcome. What is on your mind?
Yes, my name is Emeka Alizi. Calling from Elele Alimini.
All right, let's hear your thoughts then.
I want to contribute on the position of the acting national chairman of PDP.
Oh, quickly, you've got 1 minute, 30 seconds.
Hello?
I said quickly because you've got 1 minute, 30 seconds.
Okay, let me just conclude. I'm calling the National Working Committee of the PDP to suspend the acting chairman for him to write a letter to Federal High Court that they don't know the National Legal Advisor to withdraw the case of 27 Assembly in Rivers State. It's what we call pure anti-party. But the National Legal Advisor has the right to represent the party. So I am calling on the national leadership of the party to suspend him and his secretary. Thank you and God bless you.
All right, thank you very much. I've got Steve from Port Harcourt. Steve, welcome.
Good afternoon. My name is Steve. I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
All right, Steve.
Let me just join on this 27 House Assembly members. No serious political party will want to lose people like that because they are not neophytes. And they are 27. The local government chairman, the former one now, who are still claiming they are still there, there are about 16 or 17 of them. If we ask 16, I think there are 16 or 17 of them. If we ask 17 to 20 or to 20, how many, these people, 26, how many? We're talking about something people. And these people, they are not neophytes in politics across the river is concerned. So no serious party will want to lose them. So they will do everything possible to make sure they remain in their fold. That's my contribution to that. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Steve. Let's focus on some messages. Setikoe from our 3 says, greetings, KDB. 718 naira per litre with possible 1,000 naira and above awaiting us. You said meaning that the Abido shaker of our suffering is yet to hit us. KDB, I hope our refinery is working perfectly now. I mean, you're being sarcastic, I understand, but you went on to say only God knows what is wrong with us as a people because I'm yet to figure out why we are this way. Nigeria indeed is. I can read out a part of your message, but thank you nonetheless for texting. Okoro Godwin in Duka says, Kalada, good afternoon. Please, we are tired of hearing about this news of refinery. Anything less than working, let it be. In Duka from Rukboku. But I'm just telling you what, I saw somewhere, read somewhere, I read an article about it. Adonis Opoene from Port Harcourt says, good afternoon, the Kalada. PDP executive is afraid to expel Wike because they see him as a demigod in the party. PDP cannot defeat APC in 2027 if Wike is still in PDP because it will work for President Tinubu. All right. On Facebook, Nwachuku Kennedy Chinedu says from Okukwa Umuhu Ukwato. I wonder where that is. I think he must stay, right? And then you said, good afternoon, Mr. Speaker. Rivers High Court banning APC from conducting congresses in Rivers State is a welcome development. In fact, they should equally ban APC in other states because this APC has done more harm than good. All right. There's this message from Mr. Karari James saying there's nothing like Worsen. I mean, I think you should use your Google. I've replied to you on that one. Livingston Anyike says, good afternoon, my brother. Our refinery can work 100% plus, just that the people that are in the system are not serious about Nigeria. You said they are deaf and dumb to the issues of Nigerians. And in terms of the APC case in Rivers State, their case is peculiar. They should fix their home in order to participate in this coming local government election. Thank you, my brother. But Livingston, just in case you do not know, the Tony Okocha faction is saying APC will not participate in the forthcoming local government elections. They are insisting that they will not take part in the October the 5th local government election. I do have a commercial coming up, so I would have to step on the brakes right now. When I do come back, I read some more messages and we call it a wrap on this very segment, because up next will be
Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.